End of over number 8. Sri Lanka 14 without loss. That's the summary of this game. India collapsing, 290 all out. Tendulkar continued from 100 not out to make 109. Yesterday Laxman made 60. Ganguly went for 40. And Muralidharan did the major part of the damage. 7 for 100. Malinga Bandara supported him well today. 2 for 54. Was another good performance from him, although just 1 wicket. He bowled accurately, bowled tirelessly. And Sri Lanka now replying 14 without loss.
Well, the good thing or the strange thing, I must say, about that performance of Sri Lanka was somebody came up to me this morning and said, oh, what do you reckon? And I said, you know, it's going to be very difficult to get wickets today. So much for my expert analysis. Well, I didn't contend with Muralidharan. I didn't think of it. But Muralidharan, the great.
Anil Kumble brought into the attack, perhaps the last over before the lunch break. And Avishka Gunawardene has to keep 6 deliveries away. Straight away Kumble getting onto a good line and a good length. Big screams of no, no, no. Quite rightly. Difficult area for calling when it goes square of the wicket, particularly on the leg side. Sort of no man's land where the calling is concerned.
Tremendous body language this man has, Anil Kumble. He believes in it, stays aggressive, keeps himself motivated. He's just probably got an over before lunch, but he's immediately at you, relentless. Keeps happening for him.
Yes, and Gunawardene has got it into his mind that he's got to keep it away. And so far his defence in all 4 deliveries has been solid. 3 on the back foot. And that's aggressive Anil Kumble. If he can get a wicket for his side, it's a huge bonus.
Well, he's going to be there and thereabouts. Very little margin for error for Anil Kumble because at the pace he bowls, but he's very straight. He believes his own abilities. He's very aggressive about everything he does on the field, and he is very straight and relentless. That's his major strength, and he can do that as well. Just evading the outside edge. 9 overs gone. It's 14 without loss, and it's lunch.
The Sri Lankans will be very, very pleased with this session. 2 hours, 14 minutes of cricket, and it's all belonged to them. 14 for no loss. Gunawardene on 4, 1 boundary to him, and Athapaththu on 10, 2 boundaries to Athapaththu. 9 overs. That's what they wanted to be at the crease without being separated. The 2 openers have done their bit for this session.
Well, that was the story of the morning, really, the Indian innings, and that's how they ended. 290 all out. Mind you, they started at 245 for 3, 109 for Tendulkar, LBW, Muralidharan, but the slide actually begun with Ganguly going LBW to Muralidharan, not offering a shot for 40, and after that it's just Muralidharan all the way, with Bandara also chipping in with a couple of wickets. Muralidharan ending up with 7 and really not allowing anybody to do anything for the Indian cause there.
Muralidharan, the destroyer, 38.4 overs, 8 maidens, 7 for 100 and an economy rate of 2.59. Ably supported by Malinga Bandara. 17 overs, 2 for 54. Was at the top, bowled tirelessly. 22 overs, 1 for 77. Fernando didn't bowl at all today. 18 overs, none for 43. And Dilshan bowled just the 1 over. You can see 254 when the 4th wicket fell. That's when the collapse began. Ganguly the first to go. And all out for 290 in about 90 minutes of play this morning.
These are the session highlights. That was the appeal, but then Tendulkar showing aggressive intent. And this is how Ganguly went. Didn't offer a shot to the Dusra and was adjudged LBW. Muralidharan, the beneficiary. Yuvraj was adjudged caught. Again, a little disappointed was Yuvraj. The wickets were falling so quickly. This really didn't have enough time to even fit in replays.
Muralidharan in the act, and that's Irfan Pathan gone without scoring. Mubarak holding on to the catch. Dusra again spinning and getting an inside edge, and then that drop catch, you couldn't call it a catch really, although it hit the hand. Dhoni opening his account with a boundary, and then that superb delivery from Muralidharan. He was absolutely delighted with the way that pitched on leg stump. Hit the off stump, and then a boundary to Anil Kumble.
Kumble playing all over this one. Bandara was also chipping in very effectively. Ajit Agarkar getting a boundary off the back foot, and finally Harbhajan again deceived by the Dursa by Muralidharan, who ended up with 7 for 100.
Certainly that ball will go to his home in Colombo. He'll treasure that 7-wicket ball. And the Indians were out shortly after that, followed by the Sri Lankan openers. Captain Athapattu going at the top of the order. Got off to a streaky start, inside edge for a boundary. Then he played that delightful straight drive. And a good shot from Gunawardene, the only scoring stroke for him. So the summary so far, India 290 all out, and the Sri Lankans replying 276 behind, 14 without without loss at lunch. And we shall be back just before 10 past 12 local time. That's in a little under half an hour for the post-lunch session.
Cup Test Series 2005. It's been fantastic cricket this morning in the first session. India started the day at 245 for 3, bowled out for 290. Sri Lankan bowlers doing extremely well. And the openers Marwan Athapattu and Avishka Gunawardene have a big job on their hands to try and get to a good score. They need a good partnership at the top of the order, the Sri Lankans. India winning the toss and deciding to bat first. This is how the first innings panned out for India. 290, Tendulkar, the 100 taking him to 35th Test match century, most by any player. Lakshman played a good hand of 69, Ganguly chipping in with 40. Muthaiya Muralidharan, 7 for 100 this morning, was unplayable, and Bandara supporting him this morning as well, picking up 2 wickets for 54. In reply, 14 for no loss. Sri Lanka, Gunawardene on 4, Marwan Athapattu on 10, and it's a very good afternoon to Javagal Srinath.
Good afternoon, Shiva. All set for the post-lunch session on the second day. Avishka Gunawardene at the runner's end, and to face is Marwan Athapattu.
Just 9 overs bowled by India. They have to pick up early wickets. They bowled economically. Ajit Agarkar 4 overs, 1 made in 9 runs and no wickets. But it's the last column. Most fast bowlers would like to fill very early on.
Here is Ajit Agarkar.
Bowling from the Tata end, which he has right through this innings. You can tell by Ajit Agarkar, in the first couple of overs how good a day he's going to have. He's more of a rhythm bowler. It's a good channel. Only had Marvin Attapattu in his spot about the once, inside edge, running away to fine leg for a boundary.
Not much of movement on this wicket. Basically the first 1.5 hours, which is so crucial.
Again, the length good. That's where he needs to be all the time. And nobody better than you, Sri, to realise the importance of picking up wickets. Rhythm bowler, I mentioned.
Good, nice run up, although I strongly feel that his approach to the wicket is a little slow and he gives everything in the last moment. Nice and easy action. Beautifully driven this time. Tendulkar at mid-on does a good job. And what was Attapattu doing here? He was trying to steal a single, which didn't exist.
Probably Attapattu thought he timed it well enough, but his hand coming off the bat, I think he lost control of the shot. Commitment is what you ask, and you get more than 100% from Sachin Tendulkar. Pushing the batsman onto the back foot. Last delivery, he was trying to hit the ball a little hard, Marvin Attapattu. Just keep your eyes on the bottom hand. Just loses control. Total control.
And even Ajit Agarkar was off balance, trying to stop the ball. He's wiry. He can be quick. He's deceptive. People, the batsmen don't realize that he can produce 135 to 140. Sometimes when his rhythm gets going, he could touch 144. The reason I'm talking about Ajit's approach to the wicket is that there is maximum exertion at the point of delivery. That is something which he needs to watch out for. And the reason why he gets injured every now and then is because of his action in the last moment. This is a nice run up to the wicket, and then there he goes. This is the time where he exerts maximum effort into his bowling. So that's where a little bit faster approach, a quicker run up, might solve the problem.
Straight mid-on for India as well. Good delivery to end the over. It's 14 for no loss.
Irfan Pathan starting the proceedings from the pavilion end. He has a few things to prove. In fact, he has done well over a period of time, but test matches in India has been a question mark. He's conscious about it.
Nicely driven. Ganguly, good effort. We saw that before lunch. Diving to his left. Ganguly makes a good stop. Certainly saved some runs.
Now, this is something which I call real commitment. Sachin doing the same thing at the other end, and Ganguly this time, tremendous. He stopped the ball. He didn't know where the ball was, but he was sure that he had stopped the ball. Good work by Ganguly.
Just mentioned Sachin as well, Sri. Senior pros getting into things. Fitness levels improving all the time. Again, we saw that from Ajit Agarkar. Tried a bounce in the last over, and now Pathan not bouncing enough.
Quite a contrasting pace what we see here. Ajit is operating at 135, 136, and an average speed of 132. He has peaked 137, Ajit Agarkar, today, and Pathan has averaged 127. So Pathan has to be more accurate with that pace. That's more like it. Excellent bowling. Inner edge, and how many times the bowler feels that he deserves a wicket on that occasion.
Second time lucky. Seen this once too often. Marwan Atapattu opens the face of the bat a little too early. Into the shot early as well, not waiting for the ball to come on to him, getting the thick part of the inside edge. It's Pathan's stats overall. 17th match, 67 wickets. Good strike rate.
I will give you the split of that bowling performance of Pathan in his test career. He has played 7 matches at home and has got only 12 wickets. And this is where the statistic. Now this is the 8th match at home and 12 wickets. But contrastingly, test matches abroad, 9 and 55. That's excellent. And an average of 19.25 away.
Has the tendency to play a lot of shots, Avishka Gunawardena. He's tempted to go for it. It just timed down for a few deliveries. He will go after something. That's what Pathan is looking at. Two slips in gully. What Rahul Dravid has for him. 3 in the ring on the offside, saving single. $16 for no loss. $16 for no loss. India bowled out for 290. Quite a bit of batting left. Sangakkara opened in the last test match in Chennai. Then there's Jayawardene, who played extremely well in that innings on a difficult pitch. Mubarak, Dilshan, Samaravira. Lot of batting for Sri Lanka, but they will look on a good opening partnership.
Absolutely no movement, lateral movement for the bowlers. They got to really earn the wicket here. It's not all that easy. Now we have statistics for Agarkar here. 7 matches, 7 wickets at home. Now that is something which he will be worried about and something which he needs to improve upon. And overseas. So Shiva, the statistics of both Ajit Agarkar and Irfan suggest that these guys are automatic choice for abroad series, and you know, it's something which they got to really think about, deliberate about the home series.
I want to interrupt and ask you the reason why. The pitches? Is it the weather? What could be the reason? You've had a good time in India, haven't you?
The main culprit is the wicket, and number 2 is the batsman. I think they always want to bat on a flat wicket.
The Indian batsman?
Of course, the Indian batsman.
Why don't you guys have a choice of wickets? tell the team management, we have to pick up 20 wickets.
I wish any one of us, whomsoever it is, the bowlers become captains at some point in time. We can probably change the course of Indian cricket.
Wise words from Jabaga Srinath. It's hard work for a fast bowler. And that's just going to make it harder. You've got to be on target.
As the wicket go flatter and flatter, you've got to be more accurate. Contain the runs. And this time Ajit drifting down the leg side. You can't try too many things on such wickets.
Good position, Marvin Atapattu. High elbow, just getting beside the ball. It's a good sign, good body language from the Indians. The skipper and the closer fielders urging the bowler. He's picking up the length, getting into nice position.
Slightly on the shorter side this time, Ajit Agarkar pushing the batsman on the back foot. But well fended.
It's a maiden from Ajit Agarkar, 16 for no loss.
Irfan operates from the other end, but very soon you will see the spinners on. This time the ball keeping low on Avishka Gunawardene, and he does well. I mean, his approach of Avishka has been sort of controlled. He has regulated this innings. He's a very aggressive batsman, but this time he's been very well mentored by Atapattu at the other end.
Great delivery. What a delivery. Too good for Avishka Gunawardena.
This is what happens when you pitch the ball in the right areas. The batsman always tentative, and this time that's a Jaffa of a delivery.
What seam position. Quite brilliant. Promise you one thing, he's not going to be hanging around for too long. He's not this kind of a player, Gunawardena. 36 balls, just 5 runs. He's just had 2 scoring shots. One of them was a boundary. Indians are doing extremely well in tying him down.
Having watched Avishka being so aggressive, it is so unnatural for him to stay at the wicket and keep defending. He will sometime or the other, I mean, he has to get out of the shell and then start playing his strokes.
Did right. He's got to play the game the way it comes to him naturally. If you don't do that, you're playing against your strength.
Not much bounce on this occasion. Irfan Pathan now is getting into the groove. He's been pitching the ball in the right areas more or less in this over. Good sight to see that.
Again, Kumble in the gully. Building up pressure at the moment, the Indians. like his fast bowlers to pick up a couple of wickets before he brings on Harbhajan and Anil Kumble.
Rahul must be thinking about the spinners' role already.
Another maiden, 16 for no loss.
Pakistan's best, only on Sony. Watch the talent bubbling out of Pakistan with our very own Pakistan chart show. Who will be number one? Find out only on Sony. The Volume.
"16 for no loss, 13 overs bowled by India, good disciplined overs, and similar number of deliveries played by Gunawardena and Atapattu, 39 each. Big crowd hoping for a run feast from the Indians were disappointed in the morning.
Atapattu keen on the singles.
Talking about taking wickets in India as a fast bowler. Haven't seen too many for Pathan. Haven't seen too many for Agarkar. But look at Javagal Srinath. 108 wickets. Good delivery again from Agarkar.
That's the best line what you can expect. Wicket to wicket. And bring the batsman into play every time. Same position, and the bowler is very much in contention of getting a wicket if he maintains that consistently.
In contrast, Srinath 108 wickets in 32 matches at home and 35 matches away, 128 wickets, and the average per wicket at home is far better than the ones overseas. And you were the first one to remark averages should be seen over a period of time. And you finished, so you satisfied with that?
Well, Shiva, when you have no other choice, you better start enjoying bowling on Indian conditions.
Well, yes, you've got to contend with the old ball and reverse swing. Yuvraj Singh, good effort. Batsmen Atapattu and Gunawardena, bit of hesitation, not the best of runners.
Neatly played and good work by Yuvraj. He's such an athletic fielder. He's probably the best in view.
Two slips and a gully for Gunawardena, playing Agarkar after a while. Just get the single.
It's important that the Indian fast bowlers bowl to a plan. They got to focus on one particular batsman. It could be Gunawardena or Atapattu here. I think of the two, they're better off targeting Gunawardena and keep him on strike as much as possible. Work on the batsman. The moment the strike changes, the entire strategy for that particular batsman changes.
Two runs of the over, it's 18 for no loss. Sri Lanka trailed by 272, and 272 is a lot of runs on this pitch. Not an easy one to score. It's been a very good day weather-wise in Delhi. The sun's out, pretty cold mornings. We're happy to be on the big screen.
It would be interesting to see how the spinners operate on this wicket. Muttaya Muralidharan bowled more number of dusras, the one which leaves the right-hander, than the one which comes into him. So it will be interesting how Anil and Harbhajan Singh will exploit these conditions. Anil has really enjoyed his cricket playing here.
Great delivery right into the block hole. Gunawardena actually doing well.
Irfan realizes the importance of getting a wicket to be in the spell. Will not get his opportunity, and this time right onto the boot.
Swing and a miss. 4 men interested, the keeper, 2 slips and a gully.
Irfan has bowled aggressively in the last couple of overs. He's bowled in good areas. So did Ajit Agarkar. Beaten outside the off stump. There was enough room for Avishkar to go for the cut shot. Didn't make enough contact.
Couple of deliveries earlier. It's been a good sight for you, Sri. If you do watch it in slow motion, the shiny side on the inside, and look at it swing.
It's a full pitch delivery, so you can't really make out whether it's a reverse swing or the normal one. Oh, it's a full toss almost.
Slashed is slashed out. Good work by Kumble. Takes a lot of pace off the ball. In fact, saves 3 runs. Just a single for Gunawardena.
Good stuff by Anil Kumble at the gully area. He certainly stopped his certain 4. Here we have the dismissal of Avishkar Gunawardena in the Chennai Test match. Irfan Pathan bowling a beauty and inducing an edge to the wicket-keeper. And that's the first catch of Dhoni's as a Test wicket-keeper. He was thrilled.
Another lucky edge. Shatapatu survives. It's 19 for no loss. For no loss after 15 overs. Agarkar will be to continue from the Tata end.
Not many runs scored in this session, but both of them are establishing their innings at the centre. Anil Kumble here on the screen, who has had a wonderful outings always on this wicket. Not just the 10-wicket haul which he got against Pakistan. We're talking about the Irani Cup, which was so crucial for this man to make a comeback into the Indian team in '91.
Why wouldn't he love this wicket?
From then on, He has never stopped in most of the outings in Delhi. He has been more or less successful. 5 games and 38 wickets. That's tremendous record.
4 matches, 3. This is the 5th one. So he's still got a lot of work to do. 4 matches, 38 wickets. Unbelievable. Nicely timed. The first positive shot from Avishkar Gunawardena brings a very good boundary to him. His second.
That was beautifully timed. The ball was in the right slot and good footwork, nice balance, and the ball meeting the nice part of the bat. No chance for anybody to really look at the ball. Placed away for 4.
Looking a lot more comfortable against Ajit Agarkar, Avishkar Gunawardena.
It's not a bad ploy for Ajit Agarkar to come round the wicket, bowl into Avishkar. We haven't really seen him playing anything down the onside. Play and miss, which is not his natural style, so obviously he won't be comfortable with defending.
Add another one.
That's 13.
Well, his scoring areas over the years that I've seen him, especially in one-day cricket, is square of the wicket at the offside. He's got 2 slips in a gully.
If that is the scoring area, then try and bowl into him. Come round the wicket and tuck him.
.23 for no loss, Sri Lanka.
Rahul giving both the fast bowlers a long run. Both the bowlers had bowled 4 overs before lunch, and this is the 5th over from Irfan Pathan.
Well, he's managing to survive, Marwan Atapattu. Let that one go alone, but he's had 3 occasions where he's been very lucky. First, Ajit Agarkar inside edge, racing away to the boundary. Then a couple of occasions of Pathan. Just has the tendency of playing a little too early or trying to cut deliveries that are too close to the body. Always big risk involved, and he's been out quite a number of times, chopping it on to the stumps.
Too far wide of the batsman. No harm done.
He's heard you, I think. Change of angle now. Marwan Atapattu's Test career, actually his stats are quite amazing. You have to keep a look at the run out. 7 times he's been run out, but he's got plenty of other people run out. 50 time caught others, bowled 22, leg before 22, so 44 of that is a good indication for the bowler to stay straight.
Much better this time. Much better from Irfan Pathan, coming round the wicket.
Caught keeper 28, 50, caught others. But if you look at the caught keeper, bowled and leg before, a high percentage is that the areas that Srinath was talking about, stay straight around the off stump, middle and off stump. You have a good chance, especially early in the innings. And his conversion rate of scores as well. Once he goes past 25, then he's a dangerous player. He can accumulate runs. In fact, Mohandas Menon tells me if he gets past 25, he averages 83.94. At the moment, he's on 12. Good timing, but Harbhajan in the way. It's 23 for no loss. So India couldn't capitalise on a good first day's play. 245 for 3, all out for 290. Muralidharan, the outstanding bowler, 7 for 100. Sri Lanka, slow but steady reply. Haven't lost a wicket yet, 23 on the board. Ajit Agarkar will continue from the Tata end, and to continue in the com box, it's going to be Arun Lal. With him is Ranjit Fernando.
Thank you, Shiva. The Sri Lankans haven't put a foot wrong so far. They wrapped up India, and now they needed a stable beginning to just keep the momentum their way. The wickets were tumbling. They managed to do just that. Play out the initial sort of attack with the new ball and not lose a wicket. Although they would have liked to be another 10-12 runs ahead. That doesn't matter. It's a 5-day game. Really want to capitalize on the morning's display.
It's again the captain, Mavanatha Pathu, reverting to the role of opener. And it's batted with a lot more confidence. It's nicely put away down to the slip cord, and it's running for 4. Just turning the face of the bat at the last minute and making use of that gap in that region between point and the slips.
Yes, very deliberately done. Very gentle, soft hands. Now take a look, almost coming off the handle, the bottom hand. Just ensuring that should he get the edge, it doesn't quite carry. That is good technique. Not that he required it. Wasn't the edge. The Indian fast bowlers being retained for longish spells. I thought they'd probably want to get in Anil Kumble into the action very quickly. He bowled an over before lunch and was very impressive. But the fact is that they're not giving too many runs away, and always being sort of kept in the hunt with a few plays and misses by Avishka.
There's no doubt that the captain would look to try and get as much as possible from the new ball. As after that, I'm sure the spinners are going to have long spells. Mavanatha Pathu, probably one of the more accomplished batsmen in the Sri Lankan side, really haven't had a very good run recently, and that is probably because he's had a few chinks in his armour, but I'm sure he must have worked a great deal, particularly on the ball coming into him, which has been his bugbear for a while. But he's made a lot of runs at the top of the order, and all what he needs is some confidence, spending some time in the middle. I'm sure he's done a lot at the nets, but spending time in the middle is most important.
Another play and a miss. Ball keeping slightly low. I see that Anil Kumble is not on the field. KF is on for him. I hope all is well from the Indian perspective. Really not caring, absolutely dying on the keeper. That's been the general character of this wicket. That's Mohammad Kaif. He's on for Kumble. It's 28 without loss.
आपके सीरियल का नाम है कैसा ये प्यार है हमारा कैसा ये परिवार है
इकबाल मैंने सुना है कि बचपन में तुम्हारी कमर 38 इंच थी
और मेरी जो लेंथ थी ट्राउजर की वो 32 होती। कुड़कुड़िया हाउस नंबर 43 साड़ू छे बॉस।
कुड़कुड़िया हाउस नंबर 43 सिर्फ सोनी एंटरटेनमेंट टेलीविजन एशिया पर।
Well, Anil Kumble is back on the field and he has been brought back into the attack. Bowled an over before lunch. 28 without loss. They really need to get a breakthrough, the Indians. Both these batsmen well set now, having batted over 50 deliveries, both of them. They've weathered the early storm with the new ball. They haven't lost a wicket. So Sri Lanka would be feeling pretty pleased with proceedings.
They certainly would be. I think Avishka Gunawardene is one of those players who likes to have a look at the quicker bowlers before he really starts playing spin. The situation ideally suited for him. It's going to be a critical stage in this innings, as it's never going to be easy making runs easily on this wicket, purely because you get the feeling that the pitch itself is two-toned. There are areas when the ball where the ball pitches on the green areas where it rushes through and comes through straight, and the more bare areas might get turned. So one really would find this pitch not easy to make runs on.
Yes, and Anil Kumble is going to be very straight. The three close in. Catching. Three on the offside, saving one. The intention is going to be to bowl very straight. That one is away. A lot of room there, enough opportunity for Avishka to find that gap. So that is a very handsome boundary indeed.
Sweetly timed indeed by Avishka Gunawardene. That would give him all the confidence. Got his foot across, and there wasn't much turn. Something like a gentle half volley from a bit of a medium pacer. Struck to perfection.
That's prompted a field change. They've dispensed with the silly mid-off or silly point fielder and brought him onto a short cover position, ensuring that the fielder and cover is a lot further back. So they've strengthened the offside field. Bit of a defensive move, but I think he needs to just settle down a bit, Anil. Well, he's managed to do a repeat, almost a replay. Harbhajan won't catch that. Too much room outside the off stump. These are easy pickings.
Certainly is an easy picking that time. Sort of got it wider this time, as against a straighter one previously. Beating the man placed down in that deep region. So two boundaries for Avishka Gunawardene. Just look at the movement of the feet, getting close to it. That was what enabled him to hit it to where he wanted.
Not a very good start for Anil Kumble. Now he's got the fielder pushed right back to the fence. So Gunawardene is succeeding in pushing the fielders back. What happened there? That is a terrific comeback. That is probably why Dhoni is wearing a helmet.
A brilliant delivery, quick and with bounce. He held its line. Absolute snorter.
Eight runs from that over. It's 36 without loss. 38 wickets in test matches in Delhi. Anil Kumble ahead of Kapil Dev, Chandrasekhar, Mankad, Venkatragun, Bedi, Desai. All of them have retired, so Kumble can only extend that lead.
In only just 5 matches, averaging 15.61, 5 including this. So says Mohan.
Wow, 4 matches, 38 wickets. That should frighten any opposition. That should be 4 as well. On the back foot, he's let the ball come to him, Atapattu, and then really just letting it slide off the face maybe.
So he's thriving on those edges. Again, just a little bit of an angle and gave that direction. So playing with softer hands, enabling the ball to go all along the ground. All those boundaries will count. So Marvin moves up to 20 at the Pattu.
Well, they still don't have a third man. Atapattu's got 2 boundaries in that area. There's a slip and a gully. But on these low, slow wickets, third man becomes an important position, because especially the likes of Atapattu just let the ball slide off the face of the bat. Just played a little late. Not even slide off, let it come and hit the bat and just trickle away to third man for a boundary. Scoring rate seems to have picked up. The 5 boundaries in the last 5 overs.
So a big score here from Atapattu would no doubt enhance his own confidence and that of his team. His contribution in the last 10 innings has his highest score has only been 28. So that goes to show the sort of contribution he has made. Very minimal.
He'll have to hurry. He was in and waiting.
So it's Ganguly who's ensured that he made his mark. But the throwing all round has been exceptional by the Indians in the one-days and in Test cricket. All that hard work being shown out in the middle.
We've seen Ganguly really toiling in the nets. He bowled in the first test match, he bowled a couple of overs there. Maybe he'll be tossed the ball.
Yes, Arun, I think he's been looked upon as an all-rounder in this side, so one would expect him to have a go with the ball. And he no doubt would be waiting for that opportunity.
Something tells me that they'd probably go for the spinners as the option. Desperate for a wicket at the moment. Ganguly's got 25 in 86 games. But 9 out of the 10 wickets to fall for India went to spinners. It's 41 without loss. Ten wickets have fallen so far in this game, all 10 of India. 290 all out. A slip and a short leg, and now Anil Kumble will be bowling to Atapattu. It's going to be quite a toil here, as it appears. They need that all-important breakthrough, the Indians, to really start putting pressure on the Sri Lankans.
This is the type of pitch which one needs a great deal of application, and you could see that the Sri Lankans have shown it. Of course, from Sri Lanka's point of view, their bowlers did a great job in bringing them back into contention after a rather ordinary first day. Kumble far more comfortable to the right-hander to start with.